All right, I'm here at an Airbnb in Lakeland. Very nice. Upstairs. Look at this view. So anyway, the bees are coming in through the roof line, and see how the bathroom in here has the pitched roof above it. So they gave me the permission to go ahead and cut through this bathroom counter on the side, and then there's drywall back there too. By the way, somebody previously had been here, another beekeeper, and put the heat sensor on there and deemed them to be right there. So whoever did that previously, thanks, because I don't even have that piece of equipment. So right now, live, I'm going to go ahead and expose them. I've already cut it. Let's see what we find. I'm laying you against the plunger. I've already seen a couple of bees fly out of here, so I know they're back here. Yep, here they come. Look at that, right there. There they are. Isn't that nifty? I guess that's the extent of it. I mean, it could go over to the right, just like a few inches, because, these studs are, what, 1.5 feet, 2 feet apart. All right, so hopefully this is all relegated to this, pretty much this one square I cut out, because it would be a disaster if it went much further to the right or up or down below, but I don't think it is. Let's see what's down here. Just making sure there's not many places for them to run or whatever. All right, this is hopefully the extent of it. All right, I have all my equipment up here, ready to go. All right, I'm looking for the queen as I go, but here's a whole comb I pulled out without even cutting. It just kind of eased out of there. You can see all the eggs and larvae in there, so they have a laying queen. Here's my queen clip for when I see her. I'm trying to avoid vacuuming them for right now, because they're being good. They're not flying around excessively and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just trying to move them to my frames in a very unobtrusive manner, or intrusive. Don't see the queen yet. Here's what's left in here. Anybody see the queen? Ooh. All right, let me continue. I already cut one piece of comb out and put it in my hive, rubber banded it in. So now I gotta cut this one in half so it'll fit on 2 different frames. All right. Okay, since I got the last piece of comb out of there and there's just a few bees left, you can see the crevice back here where they were getting in. And I'm gonna have to try to seal that up, so I'm gonna put my hive outside with all their comb and bees, and then put it on top of the roof so they'll settle in this afternoon and into this evening, but I don't want them getting back in here. And I'm sure the customer doesn't want them getting back in here in the future either. That's a pretty big gap to get into the house right there. I don't know if it extends over here to the adjacent one or not, but yes, it does. Just a little bit, but there's insulation there, so insulation's definitely gonna be put into this gap so they can't build comb, regardless of how well that gap is sealed right there. You know, there needs to be insulation placed in here. All right, so I'm gonna vacuum the rest of these bees and put my hive outside. Seeing if I see the queen before I proceed. Hopefully they're not able to run anywhere else into any other gaps and whatnot, but all right, let me get on that. Okay, I have the bees cut out and temporarily put that wall back in place so the bees can't get back in here. And I sprayed a natural repellent in that void to get them out of there, you know, the ones few that were left, because I vacuumed the rest of the stragglers. And there's a little bit of sawdust in here, but I can't vacuum that up because it'll get all over my bees in my bee vacuum. And I vacuumed the ones in the window. So all of this is controlled and relatively clean. So that's just a minor vacuum job and a minor patch job in there. And we're good to go. Oh, there's 3 bees on the ground. I'll vacuum those and then I'm out of here for good. And I have my hive on the outside on the roof where they were getting in. And they'll be settling into that this afternoon and into the evening. All right, here we are on top of the roof. See how this pitched roof meets this lower part right here. So they were getting in this area right here. See all that? So they are no longer in there. And I sprayed this natural repellent right there on the entrance to keep them away for right now. And I have the hive, my hive right here at the entrance with all their comb cut out, and a good majority of their bees are in here. But look at these bees attracted to this vacuum cleaner. So that leads me to believe that there's a good possibility the queen could be in there. All right. So I'm actually going to open them up, and I have the queen clip in my pocket. I'm going to open them up and see if the queen is in an obvious spot. Here, let me take the roof off of here because I need to dump bees in here. It's not easy doing work while you're holding a phone. Okay. Let's see if I can't look at all these hanging off the catchment, well, you know, the vacuum mechanism itself. No sign of the queen right there, but she could be buried in all those bees. All right, I'm gonna have to put the phone down to do this right, but I just wanted y'all to get an idea of what it's like to see inside of a vacuum catchment. It does not kill the bees, just gently moves them into the vacuum catchment. I have a feeling she's probably in here, so I gotta start maneuvering them with both hands instead of one. All right, I got the queen, and she was hard to spot in here. She is not exactly the kind of queen that stands out like a sore thumb, but she's in there. Let's see if you can get a good view of her walking around in there. This is an old queen clip with comb that's kind of built around it, but she is in there. Yeah, yeah, there she is. So I was just patient about it and looked for her for about 5 minutes, and there's just certain things about a queen that pop out, even though she may not be necessarily real fat in this case or bright. Just the way her back looks, her back is kind of distinctive, and just, I don't know, you can just kind of tell. Her legs even look different, how she walks. So she kind of stuck out a little bit, barely, and I got her in there. See how they're all attracted to this queen clip. So I'm going to strap her in and leave them up here and come pick them up at nightfall. Oh yeah, and I got to dump those bees in here too after I strap the queen in. Good deal. Reunited. Look at that. Oop. All right, I'll come back up here and pick them up at night. Picturesque setting here at this property here in Lakeland. The power of the queen. Good deal. All right, I'll be back to get them later.